Welcome to Positive Preschool Tips. I'm Cindy. The video today, I'm going to offer you an activity that the children can do to sign in the morning. It gives them a job to do and something to look forward to when they're making that hard transition of home to school. It also gives them exposure to some pre-reading skills, and it's a really fun math activity that you can build on throughout the school year. So it's just not the same boring thing every single day. So let's get started. What I've done is I've just gotten a file folder. I've got a yellow colorful file folder, and in it I wrote a question. So my question is, do you like blank? And that's the question the children are going to answer each day when they come in. So each day you want to have a different picture. It's almost Thanksgiving time, so I have broccoli here. And you ask the children, do you like broccoli? They can say yes or no. In the beginning of the year, I like to use a visual of a thumbs up and a thumbs down, so they know if they're voting for yes or no. And then each child will have a paper clip with their name on it. And they find their name, so they're getting a little bit of name recognition. And they vote by clipping their clothespin either on the yes side or the no side. And then they can go off and do whatever your morning activity is. When all the children are in, and you're maybe starting your circle time, you can start with looking at the question of the day. So I have a couple other clothespins, so I'm going to show you how this might look with just a couple of clothespins. So you can have the children, first off, does anybody like to read the sentence? After you do this day after day after day, they'll understand that this is, do you like, and then they're answering with whatever the picture is. So you take a look and you say, oh, let's count how many people like broccoli. 1, 2, 3. How many people did not like broccoli? 1. Which is more? So now they're visually looking at which side has more clothespins. And in the beginning of the year, you can just leave it at that. More people like broccoli than don't like broccoli. Now, to move it along, to go to sort of the next stage, what I like to do is then use the words, yes, no. Now they're getting a little bit of word recognition. They understand that this is the yes side and this is the no side. And you can then have them vote. You can change this out every day. I like to add pictures that are theme related. So obviously if we're doing Thanksgiving, so then the next day might be a turkey, it might be corn. If you're doing transportation, you might have a picture of a bus, and then have a picture of an airplane, have a picture of a balloon that people would travel in. So it could be just anything that would clue the children in on what the theme for the week is going to be. Now, to move on and go a little bit further as the year goes on, I like to use just a watercolor marker. This is laminated, so I can use just a water-based marker. I can write on it and wipe it off and it'll come right off. So as time goes on, we count how many, and then I write the number. So 1, 2, 3. 3 people, I hope you can see this with my light marker, like turkey. 1 person does not like turkey. Which is more, 3 or 1? And so now you're going from visually identifying how many look more to the numbers, which is more. And so they're making a correlation between the number of clothespins and the numeral it represents. As time goes on, I also like to add the less than, more than, and equal sign. So if you're not a math person, it's really hard to remember which is less than, which is more than. Here's your trick. And this is the trick you can teach the children. It's an alligator mouth, and the alligator always wants to eat the bigger number. So 3 and 1, which is more than? 3 is more than 1. So the alligator's mouth is going to open up to always gobble up the bigger number. So that's how you would remember yourself. Sometimes in the beginning, I'll even draw a little alligator, put an eye, and then put some teeth on it. So they get the idea. The alligator is always going to be opened up, trying to gobble up the bigger number. So if the number was switched, and this was 3 and this was 1, obviously the alligator would go the other way. And of course, if the number is the same, then you would use an equal sign. This wipes right off with some water and a paper towel or a wipey, and then you can do that each day. So as the year goes on, the children are learning to make a choice. They're learning to identify a sentence, and you can always bring up the question mark. You can identify later in the year and talk about the punctuation and the question mark. They are learning the words yes and no. They're learning what numbers are more and what numbers are less. What is more than, and the symbol for more than, and what is the symbol for less than. It's a really fun, easy, great little activity that the children really enjoy. It also will help you kind of keep track of who's not at school that day, obviously, whoever doesn't vote, or if they forget, you can always remind them to come back and vote for the question of the day. Quick and easy, really flexible. You can move it around from place to place in the classroom. You can post it on the wall, leave it on a table, whatever is convenient for you. So that's my fun little idea for starting your day and exposing the children to some math and some pre-reading. So have a great day and have a great preschool day. Thanks so much. Bye.